to say, yeah, and talk about Cypress Hill, because I remember I did a video about them like last year, I believe, how unappreciated they are because they brought a lot to the table.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. That album almost died a horrible death. Let me tell you what happened.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first record, and I was pissed off, too, that I didn't get just out the box. They gave it to Paul Stewart. My man Paul, me and him, his friends, PMP Promotion, right? And I'm like, what? And Karen Mason, she was the product manager over at Columbia, right? Nigga, I was hot as a goddamn firecracker, right? And I'm like, nigga, them my motherfucking homeboys. I know where that record gonna have to go first. That motherfucker, you niggas ain't gonna do that record, right? Y'all know what the fuck y'all doing. I'm talking shit, right? Nigga, every day, nigga, I call her talking shit. She would hang up on my motherfucking crazy skinny ass, right? So, nigga, I'm talking shit. And I'm like, and then, because at that time, people couldn't stand B Real's voice. They used to talk so much shit about that voice, they didn't get it. I knew how dope that album was because I heard it a trillion fucking times. Muggs had put together a masterpiece. The key was going to be getting people to accept this voice. But I had already had a game plan for it. So they give the motherfucking record to Paul Stewart. Paul had it cracking in the Melrose area at that time, in like the Santa Monica area, in that little West L.A. But I went every fucking where. You see what I'm saying? I went everywhere. I wasn't just there in Los Angeles promoting. I'd go and hang out with Paul, and Paul is my friend. That's when he was staying with, what's his name, Skate Master Tate, rest in peace. Amanda was his roommate, which she was then married to one of the brothers. She was dating one of the brothers that was in charge of Yo MTV Raps. You know what I'm saying? So we was all over there. That was our little cookie corner of like our little weird hip-hop where blacks and whites and, the skateboard-looking motherfuckers in hip-hop was hanging out. We would hang there, and like Michael Ross is across the street and Delicious Vinyl from Paul's and them house, right? Upstairs is guess who? The Stephen Rifkin Company. He's not Loud Records yet. You see what I'm saying? He's going to then become Loud Records, and it was just upstairs is Faye Duvernay and Steve Rifkin. Downstairs is Mike, Matt Dykes, and his brother. You know what I'm saying? Delicious Vinyl. Across the street is Amanda, Skate Master Tate, and Paul Stewart. You see what I'm saying? So that was our little hub in Hollywood where we just go hang out on Melrose, smoke weed, and just chill. And I used to go over there a lot because, like, I still stayed out in the Inland Empire, and I let the traffic die, and I just go crash somewhere in the house, just walk in the house. You know what I'm saying? It would be a house full of people. You know what I'm saying? I would just go somewhere in Paul's room or somewhere and find me a place to. I would even be sleeping in closets. I would be so tired from all that running I would be doing, right? Paul said, man, nah, you can't leave, though. You got to get some sleep. I said, Paul, I'm not mad because you got the thing. I'm just like, they should have gave it to both of us. Fucking CBS record. You got enough fucking money to get greedy pieces of shit. So basically, record comes out. Okay, the first Cypress Hill album comes out, and this motherfucking album almost dies a horrible death, right? And I'm talking shit the whole while, calling Karen Mason's ass back in New York, right? At the New York office, right? Yeah, motherfucker, I told you, yeah, now what you think, motherfucker? Know what the fuck y'all was doing? Just thought you was going to put that shit out. You know what the hell you was motherfucking doing. So, one day, I leave her alone for like a couple of weeks, right? But I already know it's dying a horrible death because I'm going into record store and ain't none of this shit moving, right?
Right.
One day she called me. She said, Doug, I'm about to lose my job. I'm in trouble. You was right. I said, what happened? She said, 12 16-wheel trucks of their product went back to the warehouse. I said, what? I said, return? She said, yes. 16-wheel trucks of their product went back to CBS? She said, yes. I said, oh, my God. And she said, and they're about to destroy it. I said, you tell them motherfuckers they better not destroy shit. Get at least three of the 16-wheel trucks out to my house in 2 fucking days or your ass is in trouble. I told her, drill some of the product only one quarter of it, don't drill it because I'm going to have to bribe people. You see what I'm saying? But drill all the product. Send the shit to my house. Don't pay me yet. You're going to owe me for this one. But I'm going to save this fucking project. I can't let my boys go out like that, right? I tell her that. She said, you sure you think you can save it? I said, I know I can goddamn save it. You just get that shit here in 2 fucking days. I stay on a brand new Court Street, brand new neighborhood at this time, right? So I'm on a Court Street, so shit. It wasn't 2 days. We got there in 3 days. It was a Friday morning. Never forget it. I hear it outside, dude, like there's about to be some big construction shit going on, right? Nigga, I go outside in my motherfucking robe, and like you would see a nigga in his robe going out to grab his paper and check his mailbox, and I got my slippers on, my Suzuki's in the driveway, and I look to see what the fuck's going on here, what's all that noise? It is 3 16-wheel trucks of their product. I went, oh man. My God. I went, oh my God. And that motherfucking, so only 2 trucks could fit in there at the one time, so the other truck was just sitting up there waiting until we unloaded this shit. And I mean, it was pallets after pallets after pallets of shit, right? So we put some of the stuff in my backyard. Nigga had to take, there was no more room left in the garage. There was stuff all on the side of the house. I made them give me like plastic tarps. I didn't know how long it was going to take me to get rid of some of this stuff, but I had to go, right? So they dropped the shit off. They dropped my brother James Young, some stuff off. He's Easy J on Instagram. They dropped him some shit off up in the Bay Area. And I said, James, I need you to take off to Sacramento. I'm going to take off tomorrow night because I had to straighten that shit out. My house was looking crazy, right? I had to straighten that stuff out. So the following day, I rent a van. I put as much of that stuff as I could, and then I had friends at different little record shops. When I tell them to shoot me some stuff, shoot it to me. But I just took off on the 10 and headed towards Texas. You see what I'm saying? And I just did it on like 2 wheels, man. I was just dumping that shit everywhere, just dumping it everywhere. But what I was doing, I was leaving it at the point of purchase, because if you give people stuff, they ain't going to really respect it. But what I told them motherfuckers was, look, I need you to sell this for $5, have it right there at your cash register as people are about to leave, and they're going to look at it and go, oh, it's only $5. So that's when records cost, remember, 10, 11, 12, even as high as $15. Remember that shit back then? So I say $5, CD or the tape. I don't give a fuck. Give it to them for $5. And I said, I want half of my fucking money back. I said, you're going to have to give me my money back, because I'm not going to mail you no more if you don't give me my fucking money back. So that shit was working. So that's how I was paying myself too. You see what I'm saying? Until I really get paid from Rough House / Sony, right? Because there's a Rough House record, Chris Short's label, right? So did all that shit. My brother James did his shit. So I get home. I even went up to Seattle. I did everything. I was just exhausted. So that shit took me like about 2 weeks and something to do. To just do it, to just do every nook and fucking cranny of this bitch, right? Because I had to get the Latino. And only somebody I was fucking with that I gave that shit away to was Latino. That was it. You understand what I'm saying? Because they knew all the gente and a lot of the slang that they were using, right? So, and I said, they gonna get it, because this motherfucker shit is hard as a motherfucker. Nigga, I'm home, like about a week and a half. I'm just letting it marinate, because I done took it everywhere. I couldn't even think of nowhere else to take it, right? Because it's got to break the West Coast first. It's got to break with the Latinos. So I'm sitting kind of on pins and needles. After a while, I was like, fuck that shit. I can't worry about that shit. Nigga, one day I get a call, and guess who's on the phone?
Who's that?
Karen Mason, Chris Shorts, and Tommy Mottola.
Oh, wow. The heavy hitters.
Yeah, exactly. Tommy Mottola.
The heavy hitter trio.
All 3 of
them.
And
for those that don't know, Tommy Mottola at the time was the head of Sony Records.
Right.
So
the whole taking caboose. That motherfucker said, look, Tommy Mottola said, first of all, Doug Young, I've been hearing about you. I done heard about you. But now I done just actually saw what the fuck you done. We don't know what the fuck did you do. I ain't telling you shit. Told you I could make that motherfucking record happen. He said, "Oh my God, the record is selling out now everywhere." He said, "Really? What did you do?" I said, "I'm not telling you. I don't tell y'all what I did. Karen know what I did. Tell her to tell you, but I'm not going to tell you exactly what I did." And I said,
Right.
first of all, I'll tell you just this. You marketed to the wrong people at first. Those cats, that's
Right.
Latinos over dope-ass beats. And those niggas is dope. All of them, the whole crew is dope. Y'all just did it wrong. Y'all tried to give it to white people and black people. And that was the wrong audience. And then y'all tried to go to white people first. If you don't make that shit cool with them, either the Latinos if they Latino or blacks if they black, that shit ain't got a chance with white people. They ain't fucking with it till it cross over. And then I was like, I want money. I want my money, so we need to figure out how much y'all going to pay me. Tommy said, don't worry about that. You're going to not only get paid, we got a new record coming out, Crisscross, and then we got this Fuji album coming out. You're getting all of that stuff. You're getting any stuff. Look at our R&D department. This is what Tommy Mottola tells me. Look over there. Whatever fuck you want to work over there, it's yours. We owe you. This is how we're going to pay you for that. Oh, my fucking God. I've never seen no shit like that in my life. That's what